We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson from the shotgun. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Colts pick it up. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Here's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, Jacob Eason. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Albert O, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Ravens nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And a Raven first down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
23 yards, the final tally.
Baltimore.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. The 30. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying, the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Number 31.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. The give to Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal.
4th down and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And this time he is in. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Tucker lining up.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Second down, here's Eason. On the crossing route, complete. It's Walker. There he goes, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Good. Makes the score Colts 28, Ravens 7. Rodrigo.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
One more time with Dobbins. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
I got you. 54 is much. 54.
From the gun is Eason. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll run with Taylor. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eason on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Taylor. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
48 for Mike. Something got man.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And goal.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 14. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Back to the air on second down. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And that'll make it third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts
28-yard line.
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He'll get that complete to Alberto. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
6 yards left on second down. Now Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
He's coming. We got double up.
Eason sets to throw it. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Taylor. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. He was 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1 yard pickup there on second. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Eason. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Operating from the gun, Eason checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. They'll give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's Eason to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit, because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
6-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. The give to Taylor. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Franks. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. On 1st down, Franks. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Franks. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 1.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Franks.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And they will take a knee here. The Colts send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just